It's your boy Zell May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, and we talking about a blaxploitation film. They cloned Tyrone. Who cloned Tyrone? They did. It's like an old school black movie with. Hey, if you like them old school black, I haven't seen one of these.
If you like Black Dynamite, this will be your game.
Yeah. A lot of other ones. It's like it's that old school fighting the man thing. Stuff. They didn't quite say the man because it's not more modern.
It's not exactly fried chicken. They're lacing the fried chicken to give black people smaller penises, like in freaking Black Dynamite. But
they is lacing the fried chicken.
They are lacing the fried chicken though, just
and
for
the high
different
grease.
reasons.
And
The grape drink. You gotta remember.
And Jesus' blood. They are Jesus' blood.
Jesus and blood and grape drink are like the same thing though, right?
Hey, listen, grandma got up from that Jew.
I'm just saying, man. You never this movie proved one thing to me that I already knew. You never trust a clergyman. Never.
Hey, they got the perfect clergyman too. I love it.
I didn't expect Jamie Foxx to be in this shit as long as he was, yo. I thought maybe it was like a random like cameo, but like no, this nigga's a main character.
We're gonna start off with that when we get to the review, but I am here with the one and only Afro coming 765. You doing they tour?
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. A hoe, a pimp, and a drug dealer walk into a bar.
I was gonna actually say that right when we came out the door. Yo, people really like the intro, so I got to redo and add y'all to it because I made it right like a month before y'all got on the show.
I was gonna say right before.
Yeah, it was like a month. I think y'all came in November, September when we did the dressing show, and then I made it in October. That's when we rebranded to the media part instead of Overall 99 Entertainment.
Yep.
That's right when I did it. That's why the Keeping 99 got deleted, and then the Overall 99 new logo came. So that's it. That's a little backlog for anything, but Torres said it's like.
I mean, a hoe, a pimp, and a drug dealer walk into a bar. I mean, that's a fire joke.
Yeah, this movie was absolutely hilarious. Teyonah Parris, as y'all know,
was that the girl that played YoYo?
Yeah,
she's fine, bruh. She's fine as hell. Hey, listen, let's be honest right now. The hoes don't be looking like that, bruh. The hoes in this movie looked exceptional.
Yeah, I literally said, I'm like, yo, bro, she macking wrong, dog. She should get an OF and just make money to get.
I was about to say that was crazy because it's set in recent times, so it's like, how does she not have an OnlyFans?
We found out why. We
found
out why. The white man said she can't do it. She a dime a dozen. You can't go out here. You got to do the street talk because even though I found it weird that she's the only one they can't control.
I thought it was like some feminist stand. Like I was gonna say, can't control the black woman. I thought it was one of those. The symbolism was there, folks.
I guess. But
no, there were other black because when they got chased out the strip club, there were black bitches chasing them too. So there were other black women under mind control.
I wonder why they never explained why she was dealing in mind control.
They didn't. Okay, I'm glad. I was going to ask you during this if they explained it, and I just missed it somewhere.
Oh, they were playing music, and everybody in the strip club, and everybody started dancing.
Yo, the music is hilarious though.
And the white man with the afro
mind control music got you going. Yeah, the white dude with the afro, man. I felt kind of bad that he didn't get a. I was like, yeah, he's gonna smack yo, but played my nigga to the side.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx's Slick Charles is hilarious.
Yo. Funny as the fuck.
John Boyega playing Fontaine is also great.
He killed it, bro. But he's from freaking what's it called? Pacific Rim to Attack the Block to this. John Boyega got range.
I think he was the best black actor.
Of course, Star Wars.
Yeah,
I wrote Star Wars too.
His character was so good in Star Wars, they all thought about giving him a main film, then changed
their mind. They low-key should have. Finn might have popped off.
But then they changed their mind and he quit. Because they're like, hey, y'all promised
me. Well, you got to think. They ruined Star Wars by trying to create a new canon, but that's a conversation for a completely different episode if we want to talk about how Star Wars was ruined.
I did right that I did want John Boyega in Marvel because he kills everything.
Who's he gonna be though? Could he be adult kid T'Challa and be the new Black Panther?
I 100% think he could. John Boyega is that good.
Brett, like I said, the dude has range, like ungodly range, from comedies to freaking.
I didn't think about that. I was thinking about Blue Marvel.
Oh,
again, working with Teyonah.
Listen, I was just thinking about how we could get Shuri Black Panther up out of here.
But Tori, you know what I'm saying? He already worked with Teyonah.
He could definitely be a Steve Bouchard.
Yeah. And for y'all that don't know, we talk Marvel talk. If y'all know, Teyonah Parris, it's a black show. So Teyonah Parris plays Monica Rambeau, which will be
in the Marvels coming soon.
Yeah, Adam Scherr's wife in the comic books, which is so.
I figure we make this love. They'll make this love connection in the Marvels, probably, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, that would be dope. Also, I want to give a shout out to Jamie Foxx for not talking to the day this movie came out, which also played into the clone thing because everybody like, he's been cloned, and then a movie about cloning black people just came out.
But I liked it. I liked that it was. It took you in a bunch of different directions. At some points, I was like, I don't know, is this going to be funny? It was funny. The serious parts, I mean, the tone of the movie was hard for me to take anything serious, but you could tell that they were trying, so I respect it.
It's a blaxploitation film. It's fried chicken is trying to control by the man. Even though technically we found out it wasn't the man, it was him.
Hey, at least it ain't like in Black Dynamite and the freaking goddamn fried chicken's giving you Little Richard.
Oh yeah, and then we had the hair grease, of course, the hair grease. So we already mentioned all those stuff, but then it's the strip clubs, the regular club. They control the goal of the people in charge, which we find out was Fontaine, the real Fontaine.
Yeah, the real. Well, how many were there? How many actual real? Yeah, the oldest Fontaine that we saw.
Apparently, some dude named Tyrone who might be the real one at the end. And we finally found out why Tyrone was even in the movie because he's like at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I was just saying. I wondered the whole time. I was trying to think. I was like, who is Tyrone?
And then like, Tyrone, is that you? I'm like, oh, the youngest Fontaine is named Tyrone.
And we don't even know if that's the youngest one though, because I think it was in a different part of the.
Yeah, California.
Okay, so was the little kid that was talking, was that the clone of his brother that he was talking about? You think? Or was it just a child clone of him? I don't know. They had that part where it was like, you seem familiar, and then the whole you seem familiar too. And when we got that part near the end, I was like, oh, was the little kid like the clone of the brother?
Shout out to the drunk man, which they didn't mess with.
Hey, he said him. What was his name? Frog. His name was Frog.
Shout out to Frog.
Shout out to Frog.
That had some funny lines that I just want to go over. They said, I like how the hoe was like the one who knew, like, when they asked.
How you're reading Junie B. Jones books and shit.
I like how she also knew what the church references. When she was like, when we leave Babylon, what if you gonna go? Mount Zion.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't have not.
All the other dudes didn't know that, but the hoe knew. Like, we going to Mount Zion church.
Of course, hoes is religious, bro. They gotta be.
Where you gonna go? What else you gonna go when you leave Babylon? That what Frog said?
Well, at first when Frog said, where do people go to get answers? I didn't think church. I was like, so they're going to the library? I was like, these niggas done set up in the bottom of the library?
It's the hood though, so it's church.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was the hood. Of course wasn't no hood niggas going to the library, fucking. Of course not. God forbid some black people go to the library.
Nah, the hood, son. So
they had to go to the church where they're celebrating white Jesus.
Hey, shout out to Crazy Slick Charles. Me and Jesus haven't been good since I pimped a girl named Mary.
Fire line. That was a bar. That was a bar.
Teyonah Parris kept saying, "Oh, this is a vanilla like missionary type." But when they went into the thing and found, they said, they were like, "This ain't no vanilla."
No, but when she was saying missionary position, I was thinking she was talking about Mission Impossible. I thought it was just like black people can't get the neighbor shit right. So I thought she was like some Mission Impossible type.
Just some pale, just regular stuff.
See, I overthought it in that moment.
And then she said, "This some sex dungeon mint chocolate bukkake type chocolate." I knew.
Okay, that makes perfect sense now why she said that because I didn't connect it because I thought that they were just making a joke about how they couldn't get the name right.
Yeah. Hey, the strip club scene was funny. One thing I learned about the strip club scene too, Tori.
I ain't trusting no strip club with the white Kyle DJ, bruh.
With an afro, with a half
No,
afro.
no, he didn't have the DJ didn't have. He had a hat on. He had a hat on.
Oh.
I was gonna say because the nigga that was working at the chicken joint was the white dude with the afro, the one that. Did they clone him though? Because I thought he shot the first white dude with. So was the white dude with the afro clone?
He just kept showing up.
I was gonna say I thought he got killed once though.
Yes, Slick Charles did a shot him when YoYo was mixing all the drink. I also like the club scene. I don't know if you ever been to a club sober. I swear to God, that's how it is.
Not sober.
I promise you, that's how it is in the club. When you sober and everybody like lit, that's how exactly.
It just seems like everybody's moving in slow motion in unison.
I promise you, it's the girl one time was twerking. She was like, "I'm like, what the?"
Well, I guess I believe you because that's one thing I will not do. I'm not going to put myself through that sober. That's crazy.
Yo, I'm like, everybody moving in slow motion. I'm like, somebody saw this. Somebody did the film, went to a club sober one time because they were the designated driver, and they saw this and they're like, "Let's go. We're gonna put this in the movie." Some blaxploitation.
I believe it.
I wish they had enough money in this budget to play what's it called, 99.
We could have. I wish they'd had enough money for it because Toby Samuel L. Jackson or Michael Jai White would have slid in here perfectly.
Oh, Michael Jai White should have been the bodyguard.
Yeah, bruh. No, they could have had a Black Dynamite cameo, bruh.
She could have.
They could have had Black Dynamite pop up at any point in time in this movie, and I would not have been surprised or thought it was out of place. You could have had him throw some shit before he came in the room. Anything, bruh.
So basically they set up this scheme to figure out where everything is to get into place and get him back for cloning them. So that you got Isaac who shot him at the beginning. They had a little beef.
Can we be honest though? Okay, I don't know about hoods where you're from, but I swear to God, even if we found out that the government had a facility underneath, I don't think niggas was gonna put the beef aside to go and roll on Uncle Sam, bruh. I really don't.
I don't know. Hey,
are you organizing the local hood niggas to go take down the government?
I ain't gonna lie, just tell them it's some money enough, bro.
Yeah, I don't think.
Say you can't get enough to say we robbing that month.
Niggas is hyped till they got to deal with white people. I'm just saying, it changes.
I ain't even gonna deny that.
It changes significantly.
Unless they radical, like them radical liberal dudes, like a Malcolm X type dude, they'll be ready. But the hood ain't gonna do it.
I was gonna say, but that moment though just sort of threw me off. I was like, I don't know, but it's good that it worked out that way. We'll get to it. I'm not gonna lie, that was my favorite part of the movie.
But yeah, they got together, they organized the plan. Isaac, we gonna pay you $10K to shoot me. You want me to pay $10K? They had the press.
But the way that they went about sending the message to community, they had to make it look like everything was regular. So of course you had the hoes giving messages. They were faking their jobs, but it got around and
it worked out. He shot. He shot him in the shoulder, and my man went in still got in there. Because basically,
another problem I had. This is a government facility. How are you thinking that a nigga that got shot in the shoulder is just dead?
Hey, listen, maybe they too comfortable. Hey, they did say crazy. Hey, Slick Charles did say they got comfortable because they ain't paying attention. And then
I guess you got a point. And they picked up one of his dead bodies not too long ago, so I guess. But I was like,
y'all tried to show it when they was like the dude got shot and they were just doing it. And the dude was just sitting on this newspaper and like, they do the reviews.
Because he was just was he just doing? Holding his breath until people were gone from around him. He's got incredible. He's like hold your breath when they get you. Hold your breath when they pick you up. Then you can breathe in the back of the truck maybe till they put you in a body bag.
I didn't know how that dude had to be amazing at how stealthy he was. Because I'm like, how when they move your shoulder when you got shot, how you didn't just...
Yeah, how did you not... shit. They picked him up under the arms.
You know, I was like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You get shot in that shoulder and they pick you up and you alive. You gonna be,
I was gonna say, you gonna wince.
I'm saying they gonna be like, huh? Well, maybe I guess maybe they ain't paying attention.
I guess not, bruh. But damn, they got real comfortable then.
Uncle Murder, aka Isaac, is hilarious in his movie. He's funny. He's the competing drug dealer.
Yep.
And his part was he came in, he got the help with him. Slick Charles brought him all. He's like, I'm bringing a hood with me.
He brought the whole hood with him. Everybody that was driving a Cadillac with 24-inch rims. Every person that was.
And they run into the facility. Fontaine is out here doing. Teyonah Parris had a wig on, so they used a little stuff to make her sleep, and it didn't work. So I'm like, y'all really cool.
She faked them out. They were like, the hair grease, and
she took when she took the wig off. She said, I ain't no hoe no more. She ain't no hoe no more.
She gave it up. She gave up the juice.
She took up the wig and she ain't no hoe no more. That's how that's how it worked to her.
Once the wig goes, that's all she wrote.
Shout out to RB that news.
No more hoeing after the wig's gone.
Shout out to RB that news. We saw a wig catch a bullet with the wig cap, caught a bullet and save somebody's life and get shot in the head. So the wig's working her, dog. The wig's
whatever floats her boat.
I did have one problem in one scene because it didn't make sense, and I had to rewind it multiple times on Netflix because when Crazy Slick shot the white guy played by Kevin Southern, which was funny.
When he snuck and shot him in the head.
Yeah, I was like, why is his hand straight and not sideways? Because he behind. Did you notice that?
Well, it's because he's slick. He's Slick Charles, bruh. Slick as hell, boy.
His hand was straight out. I'm like, you behind him though? How your arm straight out?
That was computer. Listen, they're scared after freaking what's his name? Pop, the sound director. So they use computer generated graphics for stuff like that now. Alec Baldwin. Yeah, I don't want anybody accidentally getting blasted.
Yeah, so they did that. They saved everybody. We found out old Fontaine. It turns out the black people shot his little brother. So he promised to never let it happen again. So now he's been cloning and running.
He's been cloning and cloning and cloning.
Experimenting on black people. He know what the black people. Hey, it always that one black man. We got him indebted against black people.
If Uncle Ruckus had a Harvard education.
Yeah, and I'm like, where Fontaine get his Harvard education? But it turns out that they didn't even help him up to her.
At all.
And then they outsmarted him by saying the key word. And you're like, I'm not a clone. But he is.
But he is. Good old Chester was. Chester was fucking boys up.
What? Yo, Fontaine shot Chester. He pulled his white dude. So he counted the bullets too. So he saw 6. He threw it down.
It was a hell of a. But, bruh, you had to suspend disbelief for a certain amount of time with this movie.
I'm like, how did the bullet not go through him and shot you? How did it not go through you again? Okay. I'm like, okay, this dude must be thick, man. I'm like, he must be thick. William Taft out here. William Taft out here getting shot.
William Taft is crazy.
Yeah, y'all keep talking about politics. Not crazy, man. William Taft got shot in the stomach and he caught the bullet and he still gave his speech. Yeah. His opponent shot him, dog. That's how old politics used to do. Y'all soft now.
I don't know, bro. You say that, freaking Dick Cheney. Hunting accident, bro.
That was wild. And then we come to the end. They all going to Memphis now. Of course they're going to Memphis.
But we know that the next freaking set of clones is in California.
Yeah, and we got Tyrone. For some reason, they give Fontaine a different name in every
West Coast. I was gonna say there's just a different Fontaine in every hood in America.
One named Tyrone and the other one's Fontaine.
Fontaine, Tyrone, Clyde down in freaking.
We had Naquan and Keyshawn written on the little report. Oh, y'all just did the most.
And then they had Big Boy come in and do the little radio spot.
They did. Big Boy got to be in every hood movie doing a random radio spot. It's required.
Hey, get to the bag. If studios want to keep on paying Big Boy to just say a random intro in their movie so they can show they're in California, bruh, Let them have it.
I ain't gonna lie, Netflix been on fire, Tori. Between this and Extraction 2, I'm like, y'all hot. Y'all been hot.
They got the rights for Zom 100 too, didn't they?
Oh my god. Ooh, they cooking right now. Zom 100 is a great anime. And Netflix, hey, listen, I gave them credit. I said they won.
They're doing better, bro. But they've got so much more money than all these other companies, though.
Well, not Disney Plus, but Disney
Well,
Plus.
no, not Disney Plus, but I mean, as far as freaking,
Disney Plus
actually making. I mean, as far as actually making profit, though.
Oh yeah, they the only one that made profit. Disney Plus $100 billion in like the whole. I mean, $100 million in the whole. No, they 1.1 billion. 1.1 billion. My bad.
But that ain't, bro. What's that to the mouse?
Nothing. That's why I be telling people. But what people don't understand, but I'm like, it's cause y'all spend $150 million on Secret Invasion for 6 episodes.
Yeah, bro. They said $200 million after everything. $200 million for 6 episodes and no superheroes.
And y'all got 4 months without a show for the next 4 months. And then y'all wonder why people unsubscribe because y'all ain't got no new show for 4 months. So, you know what my idea was? I ain't saying that over on that, so I said over here. All I said was simply give $100 million to 20 people. What would it be? 5 people? And have 20 shows that year and let them say a $5 million budget on each one of them that you spend on one of these Marvel shows. And you can make 20
I think that could get, I don't know. I think the quality would get super, the money would get misappropriated. You assign super big budgets like that because you know niggas are going to misappropriate funds, and you can misappropriate funds and still have enough money to get the show done. You couldn't do that if it was just $5 million. They're gonna notice $1 million or something missing. $200 million, they ain't gonna notice $1 million missing.
No, you just give them to each little section, like or pay for them little indie movies like Netflix do. What Netflix do, they go to Sundance and go get them Korean movies and buy them for like $1 million.
Hey, I mean, if it works, bro, but it's still, I don't know. I think the quality.
My problem with Disney is they do like these $200 million budget shows.
But think, I've had problems with Secret Invasion's quality at certain points, and like we just said, they spent $200 million on that.
Yeah, but I gotta say, if you do it right, $5 million ain't much. So you can
not in a movie. Not if we're talking about making a movie or a TV show. You got to think about the money for cameras, the money for staff, the money for freaking everything in between, makeup artists, trailers, freaking the actors themselves. Freaking think. Samuel L. Jackson probably made way more than $5 million for Secret Invasion.
I'm saying, I was like, y'all.
He probably made like $1 million an episode, some exorbitant amount of money like that, $6 million, real quick. Think.
Give us high budget Tubi shows, Tori. Give us high budget Tubi. That's what we want.
I'll speak for yourself. You over here high budget Zeus Network shows.
Hey, listen, my mom and them love Tubi. I know black people love Tubi. Hey, just put a bunch of black shows out, you get that, and then create make Sounds of Freedom for all the white people, and just get you. Hey, Sounds of Freedom. Didn't that cost like $5 million?
I ain't watched it, yo.
Didn't that cost like $5 million? Then you can get all like the right wing people to come on your platform. You big money then. They'll come just to watch that one movie. You know Disney owned that movie, but they cut it because Foxx made it.
Hey, they're like, yo, we ain't trying to. But how's the Spider-Man shit gonna work out though if they ain't trying to mess with them like that?
We'll see. But that's not how you feel about They Cloned Tyrone. Tori, quick question: do you think we'll ever find out is Tyrone the real?
I don't know, man.
I guess we'll never know.
See, y'all celebrated Kanye when he was like crazy for y'all, but then I tell you,
it changes when you start talking about the money. You start talking about the money, niggas start acting different. You can't. Now listen, you can stroke their egos, but you can't fuck with their wallets.
But it was a great movie. How you feel about it?
I enjoyed it way more. I went into it a little pessimistic. I was like, this isn't gonna be, but it was well made. Jamie Foxx kills it as per usual. Jonathan Boyega got the range of a fucking god, and the girl that plays Monica Rambeau, sexy as hell. Those are my takeaways. But no, it was a really good
Kevin
movie.
Sutherland, bro. That's crazy. Kevin Sutherland.
If Netflix could just figure out what it's doing for movies and stuff and do it for the TV shows again, they could be banging. Because there'd be some misses in the TV shows, but they're not afraid to cut ties. So
Netflix will cut anything quick.
If your numbers are bad, you gotta go.
Even if it's well received. 99% Rotten Tomatoes score. Didn't have enough people watching. We don't care.
Yep, I was gonna say.
What's that little like that monk show that they had with the monk ninja woman?
Oh, the nuns, the
assassin nun people.
Yeah, the nun assassin. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
It was a high rated show. They like, nope, not enough people. Yeah. People were mad.
I don't care how good. I don't care how good and well made the story is. Niggas ain't watching it. We don't care. It's quantity over quality at Netflix. But maybe that's why it's the only profitable streaming platform. Well, at least TV show streaming platform.
HBO Max is close. HBO Max and Hulu is like Nix and Peacock. But Peacock technically don't. I don't feel like Peacock spend no money. They depend on WWE.
But you got to think WWE beat everybody to the streaming market. There was a WWE network before when Netflix was still just serving DVDs.
I still want to know how WWE Network had the best interface out of all of them first.
And then they ruined it for Peacock.
You know, Peacock got the worst one.
But you know, it's only here in the United States where we don't have the WWE Network anymore. The rest of even in Canada, bro, they still got the WWE Network. It's just here in the U.S.
Yeah,
where we have to deal with the cock.
And they got the worst interface out of everything. They got the worst interface. Oh my goodness, your interface is horrible. Hulu got a nice interface. Just I don't know what nothing that make me mad.
Amazon Prime is better than I
hate how it looked though. I hate how it looks.
Yeah, it does. It does look.
It's a good interface. It's just ugly. I'm like, I hate your colors.
It's functional, but it's not as appealing to the eye. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like but it works well, and I know where everything is.
Yep.
Hulu like nicely set up and everything, but you don't know what nothing is. Like, why can't find the show I want to watch on Hulu? I get Hulu free because of ESPN Plus and the whole bill, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep. And they got they gave me for years. Like, now you came here for a year, 99-cent deal for a year. I'm like, bet.
Might as well.
99-cent for 12 months is cool. But we do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching, listening to us ramble at the end. But we liked the movie. It was a great movie.
It was a good movie.
I was
Jamie Foxx, as good as ever, folks.
And shout out to him for keeping quiet the whole entire time.
Yeah, I didn't know this movie was coming until you talked about it.
The only reason I knew it is because he's like, I'm not clone, but Tyrone is. And I was like, what? July 21st, They Cloned Tyrone coming out on Netflix. I'm like, I didn't even know this movie was coming up. And it was the perfect time because everybody was swearing he was clone.
I mean, he did have a serious freaking, whatchamacallit, the seizure, the episode, the stroke, whatever we're classifying.
In the hospital.
Yeah. And then
they saw the actor that played him.
Because we thought he was dead for a minute. I mean us scumbags on Twitter. It was niggas thought Jamie Foxx was KO'd.
And then he came out with. Then they show a picture of a dude that like dressed like Jamie Foxx that was walking around on a boat, and everybody like Jamie Foxx was cloned, which fits in the black people narratives again. If y'all don't know, this movie did 100. Like black people swear everybody that don't come out being the same is clone.
Gucci Mane was a clone.
Everybody. Oh, he ain't talking like he used to. He a clone. The Illuminati
changed it up.
The white man cloned him, so this movie fit perfectly with that narrative.
Boosie was a clone when he got out.
Yeah, Boosie was. Everybody got. They still swear on what's his name? A clone. What's his name? Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah. Hey, he gave up on. He got out. He said, "Fuck rap. I'm doing real estate." Hey.
They've been on Twitter talking about Chris Tucker and them made some money dance. Him and Michael Jackson. Like y'all ain't been noticed it. Didn't he say that?
I was gonna say.
Did he admit that?
I'm pretty sure he said that's where he's got it from before.
But Michael Jackson made it smooth though. He did the arm on the back like he got back pain, and then like Shmoney with the hand on the back. Oh, he killed it. Ain't nobody dance better than Michael Jackson. I don't care. Michael Jackson's still that dude. I appreciate you for watching for our Black Talk segment. Tori, you think they know who we are yet?
I don't think so. They still ask the same question.
Until then, it's
Who are these niggas?